It's lovely living here. I do my own thing and go out with friends. My independence is very important to me.
Well, you're never on your own. There's always somebody around you, you know, you can talk to. Like family kept me.
Yeah, we have fun.
I lived here for about nearly 25 years in November. I love it here.
The carers are great, and the clients are very respectful. I'm very respectful to them.
That's why this our community is very good, because it's not too far away from help. We don't need it all the time, so you've got freedom at the same time.
What this sort of organisation does for a family is that it enables it to be a family in the normal sense of the word.
I like the way that it's heading. I like the how the focus is on the residents and encouraging their independence and getting them out doing stuff. Like this one going to the gym now.
Yeah, she's more like a friend, a friendship. I like her.
Give you $50 later.
Okay, you're on.
What's okay about living here?
Yeah. My name is Jules and I've been a resident with CLD for 25 years. I moved here when I was 18 and haven't moved since.
And I'm Frances Brown, Jules' mother, and we started, well, Julie calls it CLD, but we've now had a name change, and that's Disability Living Incorporated.
Well, Disability Living, which is the name that's just been adopted recently from Community Living for the Disabled, is a body that's designed to help people.
We aim to provide 24-hour-a-day support, which includes accommodation and support to have our residents live as normal a life as their disability will allow.
I knew Frances had a very young daughter who had been at that time at Regency Park, and that she had grown too old to stay there.
There was a group of families, their children were coming through the system, they were 15, 16. It was in the 80s when there was a huge movement in the sector to try and get people into the community, so out of institutional care. There
were many parents whose children were in the same situation, and therefore we got together and formed the committee, which was subsequently the association.
The government luckily came up with the money, the Housing Trust got involved, gave them the house at Payneham South, and it became their home. And it's been their home for 25 years.
Well, this is the first of our houses, and of course 25 years seems a long time ago, but it's really, my memory of those days is quite vivid.
We had Jules, who you've met, Kelly, who came at the same time, David Weir, Tracy and Kerry, and she started at Payneham South and now lives independently in a unit over at Campbelltown, so she's actually progressed to more independent living. They, a bit like brothers and sisters, they all love each other dearly.
So when I came here, I wouldn't even go outside the front gate. I was terrified. So for me to actually go out now, and every time I go to the gate, I think I didn't want to do this so many years ago, because I was only 18 or 19 when I came here, and I didn't have as much self-confidence and get up and go as I've got now. It's just like any other house. You have your disagreements because you're living so close to, one another, so you're more or less in each other, with each other all the time. But through it all, we're quite good friends, and everything.
We are welcome as a family, and it gives both parents and residents the opportunity to live their lives independently, so that Julie can have a life of her own that is private to her.
I spend time with the residents. I'm just focusing on, who they are as people. I see people who have, massive barriers, massive conflicts and hurdles to overcome. who take it in their stride.
We'd had some frustrations in not being able to get enough housing for some of the people that were available for us to look after, and the suggestion was made, why don't we build our own?
Windsor Gardens was built specifically for people with high physical needs. Most of the clients there are wheelchair bound. It was driven once again out of need in the area of people with acquired brain injury. We finished the construction in 2004. The concept we started in 2002. Traditional models of care, unfortunately, sometimes come with a feeling of control. When people think of care, they think of the physical assistance to undertake the tasks that you can't do because of your disability. What we try and do is not so much take that control care, but a more of a facilitation that gives people the opportunity to achieve their best.
Can you make the circles bigger so that you start to move the muscles?
Well, he gets up in the morning and has a shower and comes out and has breakfast, eggs and bacon or porridge or whatever he might have, and muesli.
Yeah.
They have whatever they like to have, and then whatever's happening. Sometimes they go out, movies, drives, bowling, whatever it might be, people's places for lunch sometimes.
Very rewarding in that, put a smile on the guys' faces every day and help them where we can, and that's our job, that's what we're here to do, and I think we will manage it quite nicely.
Very lucky with Michelle. She's very easy to get along with. Enjoys the art and craft. I've taken her out a few times on art and craft, haven't we? Enjoyed that, and she's made a printed tablecloth. Remember that big tablecloth you've done? Yeah, she really enjoys that, and she's very good at it.
Anything I can do, my carers help.
Our major core business is supported accommodation, and that's supporting people in group living arrangements, and we then extend that to more of an individual support model as well, where we have people in units that don't get 24-hour support, but they have access to regular support to once again just meet the small areas where they have deficits and they need that support to live in the community.
I'll say, good day, my name's Clive Hilton. I've been in this nice house for 3 years now. I quite like it because it's got a big lounge and 2 bedrooms actually. This has got my freedom. I go to the shops by myself and I like it. I even get to the library too. And here's the kitchen and the stove and everything. I got electric everything. And this is a gas
the bigger
stove.
list who are inappropriately housed, we want those people, but we will need some help. Now, the only place we can get that help at the present moment is with the help of the government. But if we can find ways of supporting it with other help in the form of sponsors, patrons and so on, we will go for that as well.
All of these people with disabilities can achieve more than we believe and can achieve more than they believe. If they're given the choice and the support they need, it's that simple. Yes, sometimes the support they need is very intensive. And it's expensive.
It's like any other help.
What right do we have to say, no, you can't achieve that because we don't have the time or we don't have the resources. We need to find the resources. We need to find the time. And it's not just about financial resources to pay people, it's about volunteering, it's about people giving people with disability a chance and giving them a choice, real choices. Real choices to make a decision about how they want their life to be. Not how a paid professional wants their life to be, but how they want their life to be, and that choice and that control to stand up and go, I can do it, and there's a lot I can do if I'm empowered to do that. So until we can actually have systems set up to give people genuine choice, then no longer are they someone with a disability, they're a community citizen who's making their choices in life.